Let's get into it. What's up, everybody? This is SMH Podcast. I am your host, Shania. I want you guys to thank you for listening today. We got another episode for y'all. Clap it up for yourselves. I want to thank y'all for joining me today. Clap it, clap it, clap it. So, I know I promised y'all a change in my content and all that. I said I was going to do movie reviews. I'm still going to do like some movie reviews, but honestly, there'd be like a lot of movies that come out, so it's kind of hard to be keeping up with all of that. So, we're going to keep it normal as always, and we're going to keep it, as our regular scheduled program. This is about healing and life and love and just trying to get over our past and our, and look towards a better future. So I want y'all to give it up for my special guest. She is beautiful. She is amazing. She is probably the future of this younger generation. Adriana!
Hey, how's it going?
That's how you come out. I gave you a dope intro. Hang on. I gave her a dope intro and she going, hey, how's it going?
It's me. It's her. Yeah, right here.
All right. Well, we're going to get into the episode. Quick pause, y'all. Quick pause. Back to the scheduled program. So, it's just my marker. Anyway, so we're going to get into the episode. This episode, I wanted to talk about deal breakers.
Okay, for sure.
Yes. Have you dealt with deal breakers?
Yeah, honestly, a lot this past couple weeks. I don't know. This past couple weeks, actually. Don't know what's been in the water and the air, but
a lot of lying.
Not even lying. It's just like
cheating.
Not even cheating. It's just like
stealing. What is your deal breaker?
It's just like I'm young. I'm 19. And it's like, there's a lot of life in me.
Yes.
And there's a lot of life in there's a lot of life in general. Mm-hmm. So it's like when somebody is coming to me and they're trying to get at me, for example, mm-hmm. and they don't approach me as
in the respectable way that you want to be approached.
Way. Like what I like to say is like, they don't approach me as a young king approaching a young queen. Like, I don't like that's just really like, don't approach me like I'm just like anybody off the street, because
I feel you.
It's like,
hey ma,
right, hey yo baby,
like don't whistle at me, sir.
Like
that's not gonna.
I can whistle too. Matter of fact, you want to talk to treat? You want to treat?
So I feel that dealing with this younger generation of male species is not my favorite. The whole dating game. I did an episode on that if y'all want to listen to it. The whole dating game has changed, y'all. And for me, I realize that I have a lot of deal breakers at this point, because what I'm not going to do is put up with a lot of bullshit anymore, because it's just like it's not needed. All that energy, all this lying, cheating, all this extra shit, it's not needed, y'all. Mm-hmm. But we're going to get into it. So do you think that lying is a deal breaker for people? Because I feel like people just be lying all the time, and people take them back. It don't matter what they'll tell them. They'll just be like, "I'm sorry, baby, I'm not gonna do it no more," and they still take them back. Yeah. Do you think lying is a deal breaker?
Lying, yes, lying is definitely a deal breaker. If it's not a deal breaker for somebody, it should definitely be a red flag. Because if somebody's willing to lie to you, that means they don't respect you as much as they say they do. Because the only reason why people have to lie, the only reason why you should have to lie is if you're scared, or if you're like literally trying to hide something. So like if you don't trust the person. Now, if there's any of those three, then you shouldn't be talking to me.
If you don't trust the person,
like if you don't trust me, then it's like, if you don't trust me and you have to lie to me, and like, let's say for example, cheating is a great thing about lying. Like that's the number one lie. That's a number one deal breaker.
Cheating and lying
goes together. So if you feel the need to cheat or to lie to your significant other, it's just like like, you can't be fucking scared because it's like you did it already, or like you can't, like, what are you trying to do? And a lot of people say that it's protecting the other person.
Very true.
Like, honestly, that's really selfish.
It's very selfish because if you're gonna do your dirty deed, I might as well just know about it, because the pain doesn't come from you doing it. The pain comes from you lying about doing it. And
in my face too, and that's like playing with your intelligence.
Because it's like, women, we have that intuition. Mm-hmm. We can feel when there's something wrong, something's off, like your whole energy, your routine, or whatever you be doing for the day is off. So at the end of the day, I can feel it. And if I ask you about it and you just don't come clean about it, then that's when we got a problem, because I have asked you about it.
Exactly.
I wouldn't be so upset now.
Exactly.
But we got to that point. So lying, so you say there's speculations to lying?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It's like, I don't even know how to put it into words. It's just like, don't lie. Like, what do you have to lie for? Like, literally, why is lying even...
Maybe the truth is hard to handle.
Yes, it is sometimes. Honestly, the truth is very hard to handle. But it's like, at the end of the day, a lot of people who lie, they turn around and be like, oh, I lied to you because I love you. If the truth is hard to handle, like, are you... In my head, that's like, are you thinking, like, the person's weak? Like, are you thinking, like, the person...
Well, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say it like this. For me, I've lied before. Yes, we've all lied before.
Right, we fabricated the truth.
And I lied to this dude before. And I only did it because I knew how he would react. And I knew the reaction wasn't going to be a good reaction.
Sometimes.
So to spare, like, his heartache and my drama, I just lied. The lie worked. He believed the lie, and everything was peaceful. Now, do I feel bad about it? Yes, but is it need to know information? It's really not. It's honestly me just feeding his ego type shit, and I didn't want to do that. So I lied. Yes, it was wrong, but at the end of the day, it avoided a whole freaking problem that's not even a problem, because I don't see it as a problem. He sees it as a problem, but I don't see it as a problem.
Yeah.
I know I'm being very open and broad, but it's like it's at the end of the day, it don't matter.
Yeah, I mean, like, sometimes if you have to lie to, like, condense a situation, like, Sometimes, like, you don't need to tell the whole truth. Like, it's like when you're younger. Like, everybody's been a teenager before.
Yeah.
It's like when you're younger and your mom says, "Oh, what did you do?" You're like, "Oh, I did do this, but I'm not going to tell her A, B, and C that I did, but I did do this."
That's so kind of like, how I put it. Yeah, I told him that, I did this and that. I just left out.
Yeah.
See,
nobody says snitch on yourself now.
Yeah, I'm not going to snitch on myself.
Like, nobody says snitch on yourself.
I plead the fifth.
Like, if somebody, but that's like, I don't know. Honestly, a lot of stuff stems from, like, people who are, like, compulsive liars who believe their lies. Yeah. Too. It's like, honestly, that shit stems from, like, I feel like that's, like, from childhood. Because if it's like me personally, I don't lie to my mom. Like, I'd rather just tell her straight up, or she asks me about it. Yeah, we know how my mom is.
Yeah, you are strong.
It's like, if she
I can't. Sometimes I lie to my mom. I lied to my mom when she first found weed in my backpack. I told her it was my friend's Demi's. I was just like, yeah. I told her, listen, who told her to go through my backpack in the first place? I just came home from college. I'm unpacking, and she's gonna go through my backpack without my permission. She pulls out a whole ounce. She was like, Shania. I know, right? She's like, Shania, whose is this? I said, Demi's.
Yeah, it's just
I lied to protect her feelings, because it's like I didn't want her to think I smoked, but it's like now I don't care.
Yeah.
But then I did care. It was to,
when it comes to, like,
it was bad.
Different people in your life, it's like, okay, maybe you, like, honestly, it's like, yeah, you do have to, like, fabricate the truth a little bit, or, like, just not tell the whole truth to spare how people take stuff. Because a lot of people would have that, like, heartbreak, like, that major heartbreak. Like, I know this dude that I knew. He was telling me, like, how him and his girlfriend, like, ended. And he was like, yeah, like, I cheated on her. He was like, but I didn't tell her until, like, like, I think he was like 3 months down the line.
He
was like they were already together for
up.
like 8 months or something like that.
That's fucked up.
And they like took a break. No, not even took a break. Something had happened with his dad or something when he was like in this other state.
Damn.
And in a moment of weakness, he said, in a moment of weakness, I did cheat. He said, and I felt like shit.
Aww.
And then he was like, so I told my girlfriend, but he was like, I told my girlfriend way
still doesn't make
later.
it right.
Yeah, he was like, and my girlfriend, he was like, and I was like, sometimes I would just like look at my girlfriend like with so much guilt, but he was like, I still would not tell her, like I couldn't bring the heart to tell her because I didn't want to like look at her, watch her go through that heartbreak. Now that's something different. If you're like, I didn't want to watch her go through that heartbreak, I'm like, okay, maybe you're going somewhere, but it's like, damn, like
she's still gonna have to go through those emotions because when you tell her, she gonna be like, oh my god, he kept this secret from me for so long. It's rather than just coming clean, especially we've been broken up for so long. Why even tell me? At that point, why even tell me? I don't even want to know.
Yeah, I was just like, ooh. Like,
but I feel like I guess he needed to get that off his chest type shit. And it was eating at him. That's why you don't lie. Lying is bad.
Or if you feel like, or if you put yourself in a position where it's like, shit, maybe I gotta lie.
Maybe I need to lie.
I'm gonna need to lie to this person.
To the police for real, because
literally, that's the only people who should.
I'm driving home, officer. I'm just tired.
You should never lie to your doctor.
Never lie to your doctor. Don't lie to your doctor. For real,
it's like your doctor.
Y'all just be walking around with diseases and sicknesses and shit. For real, it's like gross. Don't lie to your doctor. It's gross. That is nasty. I don't go.
I mean, they check for diseases anyway, but it's just like. They gonna look at you like you're dumb. Like,
don't lie. Why are you lying to me?
Like, why are you lying to me?
Like, even when my doctor say, "Do you smoke?" I'd be like, "I don't smoke cigarettes."
Right.
You know, I don't care. I don't smoke cigarettes. You know, I smoke though, so shit, fuck it.
I'd be like, on occasions, which is true. I'd be like, on occasions, I indulge.
Okay, so lying is an iffy deal breaker. It's like a hit or miss. Mm-hmm. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like it could be.
This is what we agreeing
to. Yeah, like you could lie to me about. Now, if we're talking about like when we're first starting to talk, and you have like, oh, this happened to me one time.
Hold up,
this happened to me one time. I was talking to this dude, and. I asked him because like we were on the phone and he heard my niece and he was like, oh, like you have a baby? And I was like, no, that's my niece. And then he was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, do you have any babies in your life? Said no. But turn around a couple days later.
About his kid.
Turn around a couple days later. Ooh. He sends me a Snapchat with some little boy. I'm like, oh, and I know he has younger siblings. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, like is that your little brother? Wow, he looks just like you. Yeah. He was like, no, that's not my little brother. And I was like, oh, is that like your friends? Because he was living with his friends. I was like, oh, is this like your friends' people's? He was like, no. And then I was like, whose baby is that then? I was like, whose baby is that then? He was like, it's mine. And I was like, run it back, Turbo. Run it back. Run it back. I was like, that is not yours. I was like, stop lying right now. He was like, no, why would I lie? He was like, and he started like telling me stuff about the kid. I was like, oh my fucking gosh. I was like, ain't no way. I was like, he wanted me to play stepmother at 18? I just got out of high school. Yes, no. Don't. If he got a baby girl, leave him alone. I didn't went through that. It wasn't nothing wrong with my ex. It was just that, he had a baby and his baby consumed a lot of his life and I didn't have a kid. So I didn't really understand that at first. And trying to, I guess, procreate. Mm-hmm. That's the word. Accommodate?
Procreate. Okay. Two people getting together or some shit. I don't know. When us dating and shit like that, I'm not saying his kid got in the way. It was just like I felt like his baby mama was getting in the way of a lot, and she would make him do a lot of extra shit, which she could have did, and I just didn't agree with. But I couldn't say shit about it because it was like, it's not my kid, and we just dating, so. It's a lot. So anybody that's young out there, if you are between the ages of 18 and for real, like 25, 26, if you ain't got no kids and
but honestly,
you dating somebody with kids, it's a commitment. It's honestly if you really want to make a commitment.
Honestly, though, it's like, that's hard nowadays because everybody got a baby.
Yeah,
everybody got a baby.
Everybody got a baby. And I'm not saying, don't be it, because I love kids. Kids are, like, amazing. Yeah, kids are life, but it's a lot of work when it ain't your kid. Oh, there goes the first thing. Okay, moving on. So, would you say cheating is a deal breaker?
Definitely. Because the word cheating is just so sneaky. Like, that is so sneaky. It's like
deception.
Like, literally, like, why? It's like a lot of people do have the conversation when it's like, say you're first talking to somebody, right? Yeah. And like you guys are getting to know, because that's really when like you start noticing the red flags and like getting to know the deal breakers while you're talking to somebody.
Yeah.
So if you're constantly asking this person like, oh, are you talking to people? Like, are you talking to other people? And it's like, oh no, I'm not. Oh no, I'm not. It's like, why are you trying to cheat on me and we're not even in a relationship? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Very true.
That doesn't make any sense. And
very
honestly,
true. I always hated that. That's why the whole talking phase is so annoying. Mm-hmm. It's like we talk for I don't know how long. Mm-hmm. You expect me to behave like your girlfriend, even though I'm not your girlfriend. Mm-hmm. But you can do whatever the fuck you want, doing all this sneaky shit.
I don't know. It's like,
why don't we just be open about it? Just be open. Like, if you're gonna talk to other people, okay, don't talk to other people.
Yeah,
but don't lie to my face.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, it took me a couple boys to run through to really realize, like, Adriana, they do not have to convince me. Just because you decide to like not talk to anybody, they don't have to do the same thing. So I was just like, fuck it, let me do the same thing. Like, I can't put all my eggs in one basket. But I'm having to learn that now. Instead of like,
just be cautious of that, because that's the problem with this generation.
Here's the thing. People just aren't transparent about what they want. It's like, if I tell everybody, I'm like, look, we're just friends. We are friends. If you have the inclination that you are gonna catch feelings for me, let me know now. Mm-hmm. Because I'm telling you now,
people don't know that until they probably get to know you more.
And they get to, and I even tell them that, I'm like, look, I'm not looking for anything. I'm not trying to dibble and dabble.
That's fair. If you say that, if you are open about that, that's fair.
Yeah, and I'm like, if it happens, it happens. But it's like, I'm not trying to rush anything. Like, don't spaz on me because I don't want to text you back right now. Sorry. Like, I'm watching Netflix and Disney Plus, so.
Don't flash at me because I don't want to text you
back, right? And I'm not your girlfriend. Sorry.
I feel that for sure. I've had that happen to me a couple times. I just got blocked, actually. All because I told a nigga I wanted to work instead of chill. I don't understand that. If I want to work and make some fucking money, that's my... I should be able to do that.
This? Oh, I would like a female that's about her bag.
Yeah, about her bag. And I choose to work over hanging out. Now you mad?
Literally.
What kind of dumb shit is that?
These and then
and then he went as far as blocking me. Like, you could have just been mad and not text me back, nigga. You gonna block me?
Blocking people is so much energy. It's like, why are you gonna block me? Like, I don't care.
Well, why are you? What?
Like, obviously, I had that much of an impact in your life for you to block me.
Yeah, you must have been that angry to block me. Because I know why I block people. I just don't want to hear shit from them no more.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right. If I've made you that mad, then damn. I don't know what I said.
I don't know what I said. People, because honestly, these dudes nowadays, a lot of them, they like to tell you what they think you want to hear, but when you're just like I told this dude the other day, because he told me, he was so upset because I did not want to hang out with him. I'm like, just because I went to high school with you does not mean I know you. I've been out of high school for almost 2 years now. Like, I don't know you that much. And I'm like, so yes, I want to talk to you a little bit, like for at least a week, like to get to know you. I said, and then, we can meet up, hang out. I said, but all that, like, me going this way, that way, this way. He was like, yeah, you're definitely not for me, because he's like, you're definitely not my type, because never have I ever linked up with a girl and we were in 2 separate cars. I'm like, yeah, you're right. I'm probably not your type. I'm not like these other bitches. I'm not gonna hop in your car and I don't fucking know you like that. Like, you could take me anywhere.
True.
Like,
it's my comfortability. You trying to hang out with me? What kind of dumb shit is that?
I'm trying to accommodate. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to make a compromise. I told him, I'm like, we could go on a little date. I just meet you there. Man. Like, we can hang out at the mall. He's still over here like, nah, you're not for me. You're weird. You're this or that. I'm like, hey, I'll be weird. Like,
I'll be weird then. All right.
I'll be weird. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm
yeah,
so sorry,
I'll be weird. Then it's no, I feel you, because niggas be doing that all the time. I don't understand that. That's why I really like, I'm trying to give up dating. It's so hard. I don't date. I don't really date like that. Like, I've been on a few dates, but I don't really date like that. I just be talking to niggas. And that shit gets boring.
Yeah, it does.
And annoying. Because niggas don't be really be on nothing. Like, I stopped saying the word niggas, but whatever. Because at the end of the day, they just don't be on nothing. Dudes just don't be on anything.
Yeah.
I even offer I've gone as far as offering to pay for the date. But apparently that's just too much.
Oh, wow. Do you believe in, like, gender roles?
To an extent.
So, like, for example,
women can do anything a man can do, but I'm not gonna lie and say that I'm gonna I do prefer if a man does something over a woman.
Yeah, for sure. Because I come across this conversation all the time. It's like, if you're on a date, if like a female gives you the option to go on a date, should the man pay?
I don't believe that. I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just think that that's so shallow. In a sense, because it's like, why? At the end of the day, you expect him to pay for this entire date. Mm-hmm. He's a working individual just like you. Mm-hmm. He got bills just like you. Mm-hmm. And he's worked up enough energy just like you to be able to and work to afford this date just like you. Mm-hmm. So he has to spend his hard-earned money to be able to pay for you and him to eat, to do something, to enjoy it, traveling, drink anything extra. And then he has to go and live his life. And what if the date don't work out? Mm-hmm. I just think that it's very selfish to just make him pay for everything. Yeah. I say, at least chip in. I'll get the gas, you get the tickets. Mm-hmm. I'll get the popcorn, you get the sodas. Mm-hmm.
In my opinion,
I get this date, you get the next one.
Yeah, like in my opinion, it's like, first of all, if somebody like asks you like, oh, I'm gonna take you out, like no, are you taking me out or am I going with you? Specify that first.
Yeah,
it's like, if you say I'm gonna take you out, then I'm gonna assume that like you're gonna pay for everything. You're gonna
gonna take me out.
But if it's like a date and we're like on a mutual agreement, like, oh yeah, let's go. If I'm like, oh yeah, let's go here, I'm like, yeah, we should hella do that. Like, let's go. And I'm like, okay, let's say we're going to the movies. Like, okay, you buy the tickets, and it's not going to be one of those things like we talk about, because a lot of times like dudes don't like to talk about not spending money. So if I'm like, oh, let's go get snacks, like I'll probably buy the snacks. Or like if he's like, I'm like, okay, you could get the tickets, like
I just be like, when I recently I went on a date with this dude, and we went to the movies. I didn't ask him, or I didn't say like, oh hey, let's split everything in the beginning. I just said, hey, they have movie tickets, they're $15 each. Mm-hmm. I'm going to buy them and you could just pay me back. That's basically what I told him, because I didn't know like what his financial situation was. And I wanted to go to the movies. He agreed, let's go to the movies, but I was just like, fuck it, I'm going to just buy the tickets, because I didn't know how the ticket shit was working. So, and it was in Rockland, and it's pre-COVID, after COVID, shit like that. So I was just like, you know what? Fine, I'll just buy the tickets, because I thought they were running out type shit. So I just bought the tickets, and then when we got there, he bought the food. Mm-hmm. He gave me the money back, and I just told him to put the money in the gas tank. Mm-hmm. So he paid pretty much for the gas to get there. And then he just bought our food when we were there. So I didn't really expect him to pay for the date. Mm-hmm. I just kind of took the initiative to actually give him the money, or pay for something during the date. Mm-hmm. So he didn't feel like he had to pay for everything. I don't know. That's just me. I just I initially just do that. Oh, well, okay, let's go out. If we want to have fun, we're going to be chilling. The bill comes up, I'm going to try to give you my half. Yeah. If you don't want me to pay for it, then all right, I'll put my money back. But at least I asked. Yeah. Because I don't know what your financial situation is like.
When even when I'm out with my friends, it's the same thing. It's if we're all out together and there's a group of 4 of us and we go get something small like McDonald's, and we're we're all just going to pay together. Yeah. And we'll cash up it like that. Sometimes it don't even happen like that. Sometimes it's okay, I'll buy the food, and then y'all got me for my ticket. That's just how we're gonna pay each other back. So that's I remember I have went
like, you
to...
could do it with your friends?
Yeah, you could do it with your friends. You could do it with anybody. And it's like, honestly, your significant other should be, like, one of your friends. So, like, that should be something established.
Not a bank account.
Yeah, not a bank account. And it's like when... Sometimes I, like, reach for my money just to see how they react. Like,
yeah, sometimes I just do it just to see how you react.
Like, I went to freaking Dutch Bros with this guy. And he, like, the total came up, and, like, I, like, grabbed my wallet, and he was like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "I asked you to come out this late at night." And I was like, "Okay,
okay,
you got
yeah." Then I'm gonna put it away. That's when I put it away. But then but if that don't happen, then I'm gonna be like, "Hey, here you go."
Literally.
I don't know.
I don't want people to be like, "Oh, I bought her this, and that." Like, you offered. But
yeah, because that's another thing. I don't want that to come back up. Like, I don't want you to be like, I don't want it to be like, maybe I just caught a weird vibe during the date type. And then now I'm just like, I'm kind of skeptical on hanging out with you.
Right.
I don't want you to use that date as leverage over my head to keep hanging out with you, because that's what you're not going to do and be on some stalker type ish.
Literally.
Like, oh, well, I took you out and I spent this and that. Okay.
Like, all right.
It was a day. Yeah, it was a day. Like, it just didn't work out. I didn't feel the energy, bro. Like, that it is what it is. We be friends. Shit, we be friends. What's wrong with friends? I don't know what's wrong with friends nowadays. We can't be friends.
Right. People like to be friends and be like a whole bunch of
they don't be want to. They want to be friends with benefits. That's what they want. Yeah. They can't be friends. That's why I can't be friends with niggas. Like, they just being so serious. Yeah, well, this podcast is running a little long.
It is?
It's just a little bit. It's about almost to the 30-minute mark.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But it's all right, because we're going to give it a wrap today. But I appreciate y'all for giving us a listen. So, but closing remarks. Do you think deal breakers can be forgiven?
Yeah. Yeah. Now,
so are they technically deal breakers?
Are they technically deal breakers? Right. Now, I'm not talking like, you have to understand a register, shout out to Miss Robin Brown, but a dope lady at my school said this. She was like, and this was when we first graduated, she was like, here's the thing. And I was talking to her like about dudes and stuff, and she was like, here's the thing. You have to be willing to, you have to go into every relationship knowing what you will accept and what you won't accept. She's like, so even if you have that checklist, that's like, I'll accept this, but I won't accept this, this, and this. It's like, no matter what, those are your like top deal breakers. So if it's cheating, if it's lying on his taxes, if it's lying about a kid, it's like, if those are your deal breakers, like you have to stick to that. That goes with like being grounded and being like secure in yourself enough. But that's a different topic for a different day. We don't want to get into that.
That's a whole other topic, girl. This is running long enough, and we don't want to keep you all. We got your ears,
right?
We know you're listening
for a little bit.
We know you was rocking with us, but I want to thank y'all for taking a listen to us. I appreciate y'all. I didn't even give y'all my tags at the beginning of this video. How terrible am I? Follow me on social media. My Instagram is SMH Podcast. That is SMH Podcast 96. I keep forgetting the 96 for some reason. And you can hit me on Twitter. I be so lacking on my Twitter, y'all. I be trying to keep up with it, but it's so hard. Twitter updates like every second of the day. So it's like, I don't be having the time like that. I have a job in real life, and I be doing all types of other stuff and whatnot. But follow me on Twitter. My Twitter @ is SMH Podcast 1. So SMH Podcast 1. You can follow me on TikTok. Find me on TikTok. Everything's in my bio on my Instagram. So follow the Instagram SMH Podcast 96. You heard it here. Give them your tags, Adriana.
Well,
because you got that cookie business.
I'm like, I do got a little cookie business. So if y'all ever have a sweet tooth, feel free to hit me up at Cookies. That's COOOK_ES on Instagram.
Deliveries.
And I do deliveries.
She do deliveries.
And I am finna start finding a way to ship them. So if you're a little ways away, you will get your cookies. Yes, I am finna ship the cookies.
Shipping the cookies.
Shipping these bomb cookies, and don't miss out on them. Sack, don't be sleeping.
Sis.
And then my IG is just going to be Adriana, EDDRIANNAAA. 3 A's at the end. Don't miss it.
3 A's. Give them the cookie one again. Because I don't think they
cookie
heard
one? Yeah, y'all can't sleep on this cookie one. It's COOOK_ES.
S. You heard it here. I want to appreciate y'all for listening to this podcast. Thank you, everybody that's listening and driving. Please drive home safely. I hope you're wearing your seatbelt.
Man,
Everybody,
that's a fat ticket.
that's like a fat ticket. So please drive home safely. And I appreciate you guys for listening.
I'm about to walk this motherfucker, man.